Hello guys, this is Pap from Pap back at it again, and finally we have the first Shaddoll video. I say first because I'm gonna test something else. I'm not sure it's going to work, but this is my updated Shaddoll version. Finally got my hands on the Incarnation drop card as the ones of you that were in the last streams of I think it was August, before the vacation saw. So we got our ends on the trap card, so I finally could use this. So this is not super optimized in terms of Shaddoll cards, guys, because I only have one Incarnation drop card and I do not have Shaddoll Beast that I would definitely use, but I don't have it, unfortunately. So again, but this deck, I mean, Shaddoll is super fun. He works insanely good, and I'm a little bit upset that with the new version of the skill you kinda can't play any other monster except spellcasters in the main deck. Otherwise some crazy combo could have happened. Unfortunately we couldn't. But yeah, the deck is super strong because Shaddoll is a very strong archetype, and the invoked version just adds spice on it. But before jumping right to it, guys, just a quick reminder: if you enjoy the content, please leave a like and subscribe. We appreciate it, and it really helps me a lot. Let's jump right into it. So I'm here with Jaden Yugi, but you actually can use any character because this is an archive skill and of course shadow weaving power. So that's the deck. So first thing first, I'm playing one Incarnation, one Shaddoll core because I do not have second Incarnation. But if you do have a second Incarnation, definitely play two Incarnation. Super crazy card and gives Shaddolls even more interruptions to go along with. So not core. Then if you have Shaddoll Beast, to be honest, I would rather play the Beast instead of the yugioh. Honestly, I'm not finding myself using the yugioh that much. Maybe because I miss some combo plays that are not clear in my mind, just because I've literally played with this just I think 10 duels. I'm gonna show you the best ones, and with the combo that I'm going for, it's just super good. I never used that yugioh, to be honest. 2 Squamata, triple Wendy, super nice, super important. 1 Hollow because of Hollister and Purgatrio, of course. Then we have double Dragon to pop back row and to bounce monsters. 1 Genius for the Shikinaga summon. 1 Chaos because eventually you might want the light monster to summon Construct straight up in your deck. That's why I'm using it. Actually, not from the deck, but eventually if you need it in your hand, you can search it with cards. You can mill it eventually with the effect of Squamata or also Shaddoll Construct. And then we have Falco. 1 Falco is a core part of these combos you will see in the replays. Why? You basically want to summon Construct, and one of the material of Construct has to be Falco. Why? Because you summon Construct, you send the Schism that the skill provides to Grave, and then with Wendy you summon Falco. With the Incarnation, you flip up Falco, you get another Shaddoll monster on the field face down with the effect of Falco, and then Falco level 2 plus Shaddoll Construct level 8 and Fairy, you go into Hyperion. That's what I don't think it's a new. I think someone already figured out this combo, but this is the spicy stuff that I come up with. It's super nice to have this. So you summon a Hyperion, Master for Hyperion, you have basically a very good interruption. Plus you get the effect of Construct, you just send the Grave to get the Schism back to your hand. So for the following turn you have Hyperion, Schism set that you could potentially summon Winda with. And then you also have a set Shaddoll monsters. And if you have 2 Incarnation, you could even have that set monster use its effect during your opponent's turn, of course. Then we have the Magistus part. I only have 2. I actually find myself fine, not only for the light part, but also for the Magistus Invocation. Having more spell to vision summon is super nice in this deck, especially when you go second, because the Shaddoll Fusion that is granted to you by the skill, it's added to your deck by the skill, can fusion summon using monsters from the deck if your opponent controls an extra deck monsters, and that is very likely to happen. So that's super cool. You use monsters from the deck with Shaddoll Fusion, and you can use the monsters in your hand to summon with these spell cards, and that's what I love. Basically, these to summon with monsters in your hand, and these from your grave, so that's super nice. Again, Alistair, so you have basically 5 normal summon potentially that are your Alistairs and your Liliana, so you increase the chance of actually having a worthy normal summon. What else, guys? The invoked part is super cool, but to be honest, Caliga in turn 1 is more useful than Purgatrio going second, you know? Purgatrio is a finisher, but usually you get to finish your opponent even without Purgatrio, but still Caliga with the Winda, it's just some crazy stuff against 99% of the deck. So you lock your opponent into one effect. With Winda you lock them into one special summon. They really can't do nothing. And also you also happen to get the Alistair in your hand with the effect of invocation, recycling it. So with the Alistair in your hand, you can even boost up your Winda to avoid the Winda being destroyed by battle, because that is the only problem. Winda has not that crazy stats, but with Alistair discarded from hand, you can boost that and you're gonna kind of fix the issue. For the rest of the extra deck, guys, as you can see, I've got a Gravity Controller and the Artemis. Artemis because eventually you might need the light attribute with the Alistair if you don't get your Liliana straight away. Keep in mind, invocation can fuse also with monsters from your hand, so you can summon any of the invoked guy. Gravity Controller, eventually you can't go into your main combo with Master Flare Hyperion. And that's it, guys. The deck is super good. Honestly, if you have a couple of Incarnation, even breaking and only having like a Shaddoll monster could make you survive, but only if you have 2 Incarnation probably. That is what I have to say. I'm not using staples. Keep in mind the deck is already at 25, because when you start the duel you get added the triple Shaddoll Fusion, right? Actually 3 Shaddoll Fusion and 1 Schism, so you go way to 25. And also you have the recycling effect eventually, so it's super nice, guys. Stay tuned for the replays, some very cool one. Shaddoll, a lot of fun. I can't wait to get all of the cards to basically play Shaddolls mixed with other archetypes, other fusion archetypes, not only invoked in this case, not only spellcasters basically. That's it, guys, for the explanation. If you have any questions, don't forget to drop them in the comment section down below, and let's jump right into the replays. Here we go, my boys. First replay against Shaddoll. Let's see what we have. Battle Chronicle, of course. It's us to go first. We have double fusion basically, right? So we started with Alistair getting our invocation and then going straight away into Artemis, then Shaddoll Fusion to get the Artemis and a Shaddoll monster, in this case Squamata. Perfect. So, and here comes the combo. Construct sends and Squamata sends to grave as well. So you first go in sending Wendy and you send Schism to the grave with the effect of construct, right? Then Wendy summons Falco straight away. At this point you use Incarnation to flip up Falco, not really to get Falco's effect, but just to flip it up, because we need to synchro summon, right? But I think I misplayed because I banished the Squamata. That probably would have been the best target for Falco to set up, you know, again, but still I set Wendy, that is still good, and then synchro summon into Master Flare Hyperion, your boss monster, construct to get the Schism back, and then invocation with the Falco and the Alistair to go straight away into Caliga. Then invocation to get our boy back. This is also a problem because now we only have 1 Shaddoll monster and no dark monster to use for Winda. So basically, if I didn't banish this Squamata, as you can see right here, I could have had also, of course, Winda during your opponent's turn. So imagine to have Caliga, just 1 effect monster, Winda, just 1 summon, just 1 special summon, and then Hyperion to banish. like, dude. And that's crazy, honestly. And we also have Wendy eventually. So he started with the Bottle Chronicle, that is the worst one because they do everything with spells. So that's super tough for us. So he started with that boy, then Ultimate Fusion. And I went Hyperion to banish basically the Black Luster Soldier because I felt he wanted to go into the fight, the Dragon Master Knight, so that's why I did that. And that is a misplay also. Another thing that I forgot, that is actually not a misplay, I did everything right. So he's got the Crackdown, as you can see, to steal that. That's fine. Wendy to begin with, but I forgot I can't use any other effect unless I get rid of Kaliga. So I summon Construct and I send that to grave, but he's scooped because at this point there's nothing you could do. He forgot that Schism can send to grave. I guess he had the Successor Soul, but once you get rid of his monster, he can't use Successor Soul anymore. So that was the case. Keep in mind that the best option there was to get rid of a Kaliga first, so you can use all of the effects you wanted. And keep in mind also, if I had a second incarnation, I could have flipped up also the fire monster to get rid of something, you know. So we have tons of plays. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Second duel, I was on a 2-1 streak. This was the third one, I guess. And we have Shiranui. Oh, you're gonna love playing against Shiranui because with Invocation you can just banish the fire stuff and getting your Purgatory out pretty quickly. So I started with the Invocation, the Magistus Invocation, and I could only go into Wind, as you can see. And then I used Yugioh to get a monster Squamara to send basically a Chaos to ban, just because I wanted to have a light monster in the grave so that I could eventually go into Shaddoll Construct, right, with the Schism that was already in my hand. That's why I said Chaos could be nice when you want to have, in this case, when you have a brick and you want to have a light monster in the grave to have access to Construct. That is the only way. That's why I play one Chaos. Then with the effect of Chaos, you send Wendy and you get your special summon. Then you go your Dragon that can be flipped up during your opponent's turn with the effect of Incarnation. So you basically have Wind as effect that locks into one special summon, then Schism to send eventually plus special summon, and the effect of Dragon to bounce one. So he started with the Squire, and he's already, I don't know why I did this. It was already done. After the special summon, he couldn't do a thing. I don't know why I did this, just because I'm stupid. I went with Dragon bouncing it, but it was not necessary. So he milled, he got this, but he can't use anything. And then before the end of the main phase, Schism to summon basically a Construct. Why? Because I wanted to send the Falco to grave, but I forgot that I can only do one special summon because Wind unlocks me as well. So that was kind of stupid. But still, Alistair to begin with, getting the Invocation out. Then Invocation, and he's got the Samsara to get no damage, but we still banish the Spectral Sword. That is what we wanted, you know. So he's got the draw, but we're chilling because now that he does not have used Skullmeister to prevent Invocation's effect, but who cares? Because now he can't banish and special summon, and he's still locked into one special summon. Squire again with the level 3, but he can't do nothing. He tries to draw a card, he's forced to go into the end phase. Now Invocation again, he's got the Samsara to prevent him from getting damage again, but how long can he survive? He's got another draw, and again he's got the Mazera, but that's fine because he only has one special summon. I don't know why he didn't summon that, honestly. He could have, but still. He's got again the Banish to summon the Synchro Monster, but he's not in, now he's done. And I think right now he actually misplayed because he could have he needed to get rid of this, and apparently he attacked with the Samurai Saga. But as I told you, it's true that Wind has weak stats, but that's why Alistair is so good, because you can boost that up so he does not get destroyed. And then he attacked this one. I think it was just scooping at this point. Why not destroying Wind? That would have been the best choice, honestly. Then we got Shaddoll Fusion. Why did I summon use the Construct? Because the Construct summoned with Schism can't attack directly. That's why I used that to go into another Construct to get basically something that can attack directly. He went with the Shiranui story, but at this point I got the effect to send a Squamata to send also the Shaddoll Dragon to finally pop the continuous trap card. It's got the effect to recycle that, but now he still gets no damage because he used the effect, but at least we got rid of the trap card. He's got the Spectral Shade to summon 2 monsters, but guess what? We're done because it's only 1 special summon. So at this point, we're attacking again, construct to get rid of that. Now nothing to protect him anymore. Let's see if he can go further. He's got the effect of Mezuki, wrong choice, because once he summons this, he can't do nothing more. He normally summoned the Samurai Skull to send the Mezuki again, but he has to stop there. We got the Wendy to attack again, even more, going basically for lethal. As you can see, that's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Crazy duel out here. This was in the event of Duelist Kingdom, guys. This guy was playing crazy decks. Just have a look at it. So we got it's him to go first. So we're going second. He's got the classic opening, even with 30 cards. The classic opening with the Dragon Speed of White. He's got the Ultimate Fusion and another set. So we got a pretty good hand because we have basically both the fusion cards, the Majesty's Invocation and the Invocation. So we started with the Alistair into a light monster, then Majesty's Invocation to go into construct with the Squamata, sending the Wendy to grave basically. And there you go. Then we got Wendy to summon the level 9. We got also the Invocation, this time to send the Falco. So basically Falco set to grave, can special summon itself. Again, Invocation to get the Alistair back. At this point, I actually I decided not to go for the Hyperion because I was sure he had Successor Soul. So I said, let him actually use Successor Soul on the construct, and then I can revive the construct with Falco. That was the plan. But instead he hit me with the Draining Shield, and it's just the beginning. Then he's got the normal summon of the Blue Eyes, Battle Chronicle again to get the Successor Soul. I think it was the second one. Then Successor Soul to get rid of the construct, exactly as predicted, but with 1 turn of delay. And then construct to get the Schism back. He's got also the Twin Burst Dragon, popping the Kaliga, popping the fire monster that can just send a construct to banish that, so we're chilling. Plus construct to get us another card, and now we are in a super nice spot. Falco to begin with, getting the construct out, then Incarnation to flip that up, because guess what now it happens? Here it comes, Hyperion, and then Alistair again to draw for the Invocation, and now Invocation can summon Purgatrio because we sent the Hollow to the grave previously, actually we summoned him, and then there you go, this is our combo. We can go attacking. He's got Ultimate Fusion into the Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, and that is not that much of a problem because guess what? Now I recycled the one of the constructs, so I have the light attribute to summon with the Schism, and I send this to grave. Then I summon Gravity actually Controller. Look at that. To get rid of the monster in the extra monster zone, because Gravity Controller can just bounce that, right? But he has the negate attack with Magic Cylinder. Oh my cheese. He's not done, he sets a monster, he attacks before the end of the main phase, Schism to summon a construct, get rid of the Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. And you're gonna say, alright, now you won, right? Wrong. We're not done yet, we're just attacking, and he's got what? Mimicking Man-Eater Bug. This guy can't be destroyed by battle, sucks up the attack, and he also pops a monster. Oh my cheese, he popped the Purgatrio. At this point we're waiting because we can't do nothing. He's got the Black Luster Soldier, he's attacking the construct. Guess what? Alistair coming in clutch, popping the Gravity Controller that can't be destroyed. I summoned the core just to have a heart attribute monster to summon Shekinaga basically. I went with the Schism, I summoned Shekinaga, and then, why? Because I needed the Heart monster to send these to grave, and then at this point, we can attack, but only with these 2 monsters, because these 2 are summoned with Schism and they can't attack directly, but he surrendered. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Last but not least, we have Revolution the Flare, right? Yes, we do. It's going first, and he has the zombie deck. So it's got basically the classic setup. But this is not that classic. Look at this, Beatrice, Orcust. So this is Revolution the Flare, Orcust, zombie. Oh my jeez, look at this. This is crazy. This dude is crazy. He's got also, I guess, the perfect opening, and he's got basically the Babel. And you're gonna say, but that's good for geez, what's the name? That's good for Ballad Rush, because your monsters are not zombie. You forgot he also has he's gonna send with Beatrice. He's gonna send the Banshee. So basically, he's got Ballad Rush plus eventually Banshee. I don't know why he didn't use Banshee straight away. I think he was waiting for me. I don't know. Because even Dragon cannot pop it just because he has Orcust to prevent that. So his misplay was not to get the zombie ward out straight away. I guess he wanted first to use the effect of Orcust cards, right? So I summoned Riliona, get the spell card, went straight away. I started with Shekinaga because I said, you know what? We're stopping Ballad Rush. So let's get first Shekinaga, so eventually we just stop Ballad Rush. Then we got Spamada's effect, Genius effect to prevent Ballad Rush activating his effect with the Genius, so he can't use this effect anymore, so we're chilling. It's got the effect of Horror, as you can see in Banshee, so Banshee changing to zombie ward, but at this point it's too late because we don't care anymore. And then with the Dragon Sand, that was a misplay. I actually tried to pop that, but it's got Dingirsu's effect to avoid that. So I'm attacking Dingirsu again, and at this point I'm just waiting. I also have already the Schism, so there's nothing to worry about. He started with the Phoenix to pop the back row, and I didn't negate that. I went straight away with the Schism, activating that and summoning the Construct. So here he comes, Construct to send the monster to grave. It's got Ballad Rush, negating by Shekinaga. Perfect, because we can just send the Wendy that triggers its effect. So Dragon to pop the zombie ward again, and Wendy to summon something else. I send, of course, the Dragon with the effect of Construct, so that is crazy good. Popping the zombie ward, having already a hollow eventually to flip up. He's got the Sorcerer de Flare to steal the Dragon and then go straight away into the Orchestrator. Guess what? Incarnation from the grave, flip up the hollow, and with hollow you banish the boy, sending the wind, getting the Schism back, and he scooped. He could have gone into another Ningirsu, but the truth is, it wouldn't have been that crazy, honestly, because we got the Schism. With the skill, we would have sent the Winda back to the extra deck, and then with the Schism, you can just summon Winda, send an Orcust, the Dingirsu back to grave, and it's scooped. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. This deck is crazy, and I can't even imagine how crazy it's going to be if you played it with Shaddoll Beast, and with the second incarnation. It just becomes crazy good. The only thing is that it's tough to play. You have to take care of so many effects and stuff, so you need to be 100% aware all of the time with all of the stuff that is happening, or all of the stuff you have in the grave. So it's a big brain deck, and it's tough to play, and also I think it's not that cheap, right? That's why it's not that spread, it's not that common on the ladder. I'm happy with that, guys, because this is a very tough deck to play against, especially. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.